everyone, Crispin and Smith here. Make sure you tune in to Boxing Bros UK.
Hello everybody, this is Boxing Bros UK here. I am a the boss Chris. This is my co-host Andrew the Boxing Brain. We've got a special guest on the show for the second time, Ollie Jones.
He's back.
Podcast.
Like, do you want to give yourself a little plug? We'll put it all in the description as usual. All that.
Yep. Squeeze the Neck podcast, Instagram and YouTube for now. We'll be on other platforms as we go forward. Check it out. We've got lots of guests. I sit down with martial artists of different arts. Generally have a chit chat, no real agendas or set questions, anything like that. Just let it roll and see how we go.
Nice. Check him out. Subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff. Make sure you do it.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
No problems. Right, boys, we're going to start with the weekend. We're a little bit late to the party, but it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Yeah. People that follow us are waiting to hear our opinions on it. And now we're going to start with Josh Padley, though, because this guy was laying bricks not that long ago, and has got a promotional team now. You know, he fought Shakur Stevenson. I mean, talk about these are the kind of fighters I love, who are like their dream just suddenly come true. It's a great story, isn't it, boys? And getting in there with Shakur Stevenson, do you know, had a right go, never gave up. Fair play to him. Against a pound-for-pounder like him. And it was in a tough fight against Belotti, coming down in weight. Ollie, I'm going to talk about a few things off the top of my head. Did you watch the fight? What did you make of it?
I'll be honest with this one, I didn't see the whole fight. I've seen like an extended highlight for this one. I watched the full fight at the main event, but with this one, you got to be careful with what you say about extended highlights, right? Because sometimes they can give you what they want to show you. But, yeah, I mean, it just seems like he is what he has a goal and gives the best account of himself every time. And I think when you're in there with certain people, you got to be careful with how much you expose yourself in terms of showing your hand too early to give a good account of himself. But I feel he's got a big future ahead of himself. Where I think he's got to be careful from seeing what I've seen is you can sort of fall in love with being a bit of a Rocky story, right? Yeah, he's got to be matched well from now on, I guess is the best way to put it. Do you know what I mean? This is a critical time in your career. Hey. I don't want to be known as that fella that goes out on his shield and has a goal. And I feel like he needs the right direction now, and you've got to be careful going forward.
No, I think that's well said. They've got a bit of a kind of Ryan Walsh about him, who we like as well. He's got that kind of element to him. And like Dave Allen, all these sorts of guys. But he was coming down in weight as well, and he fought Garner, didn't he? Was that the last time he was out? Was it?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah, Chris, just give us your initial thought. You watched all of it, didn't you?
I watched the fight, and then I watched it again without any sound or commentary. And I'll be honest with you, they both won about 4 rounds each, and there's a couple of swing rounds. It's not a robbery, and like Belotti definitely won. Like Belotti won or Padley won. Like it was really, really close, and there's a couple of swing rounds. So I don't see it as a robbery and like, everyone's going mad. It was a real, real close fight. Either man could have won. But for Padley, I agree with you, Ollie. He's got to stop coming in last minute. Like, he's got his deal with Matchroom now. Like, before he fought Chamberlain at a weight that was too big for him. Got the upset. Worked out well.
Right win,
For 2 days' notice. Then he's taken then he took a stay busy fight. Then he's fighting someone 2 weight classes below that he normally fights. He's got to look at his career. Like, if he wants to be serious, like, fight at his proper weight and fight someone who he knows he can beat, build himself up, try and go for an English title, British title, not just, I'll grab the money and just fight anyway, any time, any day, because he's got a deal and he's quite talented, as we've seen in the Chamberlain fight, but he's just taking fights that aren't right for him. He needs to be matched and looked after. If Eddie Hearn wants to use him as a spare part, jump ship, go somewhere else. You know what I mean?
No. Fair comments, boys, I think. One of the scorecards was 99-92 to Padley. I think I did give Belotti a round. I don't know what was going off there. And I know the cliche, like what the judges see. And I always think, because when you're up close, right on rings, sometimes you're seeing things you're maybe not getting on the cameras. A bit like with football, sometimes there's a different complexion on it, I think. So, but I think for me, like Belotti probably won a lot of the early rounds. You could probably say maybe won 4 of the first 6. Padley came on strong. Belotti started to gas a little bit later. Then Padley started to come on strong. And I think that's maybe why it was a close fight in the end, or why people felt it was close. But a lot of people are saying it was a bit of a robbery, jumping on the bandwagon with it. But what do you, I know you only watched the highlights, Ollie, but 99-92 was one of the judges.
That was ridiculous. It was either 6-4 either way. Either guy 6'4".
Well, that's what, to be honest, as I said, sometimes when you watch them extended highlights, it was like a 9-minute video, you know, including like the entrances, all the stuff that goes with it.
Yeah.
It looked like that. It made it look like a close fight. It seemed like fight two halves, but sort of as the fight went on, things were changing, you know. So from what I saw, you know, could have gone either way type deals.
So, Chris, what would you like to see moving forward for? Well, both. I mean, Bellotti's 34 now. He was having some good wins before Ghana, wasn't he? But he's probably not got too much left in his career. But what about Padley? Would you hope for him?
If I was him, I'd rematch him at my weight. Say, let's have it again.
Yeah.
He's getting old. Everyone's saying it's controversial. Everyone, you think you won. Let's have it properly at my weight. That's what they should do. And it's another good learning fight. And if he is good enough, he should. Because if he can just get through the fight, if he was fighting at his proper weight, you should smash him. And if he doesn't, then, you know, sink or swim. But I think he can win at his proper weight. I really do. I do think he's got some talent there. Padley.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, what is it? Because the thing is that them weights, I mean, they're up and down in them weights all the time. It's hard to keep up a lot of the time. There's often only 5-7 pounds between them, isn't there? A lot of the time.
Yeah. So I see what Chris is saying there as well. But to be honest with you, if I'm looking at it from Padley's point of view in terms of a career, I would get it. I would move on. I would go to your natural weight, figure out yourself, and sort of have your own time, you know? Don't get caught up in all this stuff. I see what you're saying, and I think there's something to that too. But I just feel like you're worrying about the wrong thing. Just get on with yourself. Go as far as you think you can go. Set your own sort of goals and whatnot, and stop doing this sort of stuff up and down the weights. Pick a weight, pick a route, and go for it.
Oh, it drives me mad. Why they do this? I mean, it can't be good. We've seen with actors and stuff going up and down in weight for, I think it's a random segue from me, but Christian Bale was talking about
I knew you was going to say that when he's a crackhead.
Well, he's a good example because he's a bit Methodist, you know, one of those old school Methodist, and he likes to kind of really take on and embody the role. I mean, obviously the machinist and I'm talking about, but he was saying he was putting his body through torment. It's just takes so much out of it. I don't know if you've got an experience. I know you fought a little bit, Ollie, but, you know, ballooning up and down in weight, and it's not good for you, is it? You can't keep... we've seen with Tyson Fury, haven't we? You know, in and out of camp. Ricky Hatton back in the day. You can't sustain it, mate, can you?
No, I think you've got to choose a lane, really. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong to me going up in weights as you go, but I'm a big fan of if someone goes up in weight, they're at that weight. Yeah, that's your weight now. Don't go up and down because, like, the classic example is obviously Roy Jones, isn't it? You know, when he came down, he was never the same again. And I feel like once you start messing about with yourself, that's when things all go downhill. And again, there's too much going on. It's tough enough as it is boxing, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? And like for myself, which you touched on, like if I boxed on, I'm talking about just boxing on club shows, you know, as an amateur that not for anything other than experience, really, in the grand scheme of things, and to get you ready for bigger and better things. But from cutting too much weight and being in there versus being in there feeling great against someone who's a little bit bigger, I know which one I'd choose every time, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah, really good point, because we were talking off air, Chris, about Crawford stating that he's staying at 168, regardless now. If he boxes on, he's staying at 168. Once you've acclimatised to that weight, now your body's got used to that weight. Like we saw with Usyk, seems to be getting better at heavyweight, getting used to holding on to that extra muscle and whatever else. Going down, you must... Give us an insight, Chris, because I know you're an S&C coach by trade. Surely that drains the tank, your stamina levels, your energy, all of that stuff. Doing that too much.
That's how Crawford beat Canelo, because he spent all year strength and conditioning his body fight and spar at that weight for a whole year. So when he got in the ring, it was lovely. And because he's got that training experience, he don't need like stay busy fights and all that. He can just train all year, and because his body was being conditioned to fight at that weight all year, it was piss easy for him.
Yeah, fair play. Well, good luck to Josh Padley. Good luck to him. Hope he has a good career. We like him. He's a good, honest lad. Very game.
Always love Josh Padley. Our interview with Sam Noakes, though, he wants to fight Josh Padley. You want to know why he didn't take that fight with Sam Noakes?
Oh, he's chucking that one in there right at the end of the vid. I like that. Sam, heavy-handed.
And he just beat
very heavy-handed, Sam Noakes, because he's fighting Abdullah Mason, isn't he, on the old ring floor, I think, Sammy Noakes. Maidstone boy he is. He's near us, Ollie, old Sammy Noakes. He trains up in Bromley. Yeah, we were going to go down and watch him train and interview him, and we couldn't find where it was, and he fucked off because we were too late.
We got lost, didn't we? Who did we get left with?
Yeah, Sky Nicholson. We had a shit show, didn't we?
We got left with some... really unknown. They were like Queensbury fighters, but they were like 2-0.
Henry Matthews, was it? Was it Henry
3-0. And it's
I think it was Henry Matthews, wasn't it?
In our town, it's like, oh, fucking hell.
Yeah.
Everyone deserves some cover.
Yep.
For sure.